Hello everyone, we are behind the Sacre Coeur and that can only mean one thing. Today we are going to explore Montmartre. Montmartre is a large hill in Paris' northern 18th arrondissement. It's 140 meters high and gives its name to the surrounding district, part of the right bank. Montmartre is primarily known for its artistic history, for the white dome Basilica of the Sacre Coeur on its summit and as a nightclub district. Near the end of the 19th century and at the beginning of the 20th century, during the Belle Époque, many artists lived, worked or had studios in or around Montmartre, including Claude Monet, Piet Mondrian, Pablo Picasso and Vincent van Gogh. Montmartre is also the setting for several hit films. We will now explore this area for the rest of the day. And the first art piece can be found just behind the metro station. It was constructed in the year 2000, the Wall of Love. With 40 square meters big, it consists of 612 tiles. It makes up 311 different ways to express I love you in 250 different languages. And the red bricks in the middle make up a broken heart. I need to stop talking about Vincent van Gogh. I already have a video in Alais taking to his painting spots and also now in Nune in the Netherlands as well. But flat number 54 here is where he lived from 1886 till 1888 before moving afterwards to Alais. And of course he painted several areas here as well, Montmartre and the countryside, and a lot of his self-portraits. But enough about Vincent. Let's just move on to the rest of the area in Montmartre. Montmartre has 2 out of the original 14 windmills still left. One of them dates back from the 1600s and the other one from the 1800s. In the past, people would come here to eat some flat brown bread with a cup of milk. This then later changed to eat that with a glass of wine. And then one of them transformed into a cabaret. And nowadays that place is a restaurant. The other one, unfortunately, is out of use, but it's a good way of seeing some history in the area. It's good to walk just around a bit before heading immediately to, for example, the Sacre Coeur, because by exploring those little side streets you really understand why all these artists got their inspiration from this area. It's a very lovely, quaint area. A lot of artists building stuff like history that you see around here. And we're now on the road looking up to the Sacre Coeur. It's just a very lovely sight. The other thing that you'll find here is the last remaining vineyard of Paris. It produces around 1,500 to 2,000 bottles every year, but there are only a small number of places where you can get this. The vineyard itself belongs to the city of Paris. It's closed to the public, but every year in October it's open for a 5-day wine festival. Damn, if I would knew that a little bit earlier. All upon Agile, the only original really cabaret still operating from the old Parisian time, opened in 1860. Still performing shows nowadays. For 35 euros you can attend one and you get a free drink as well. But it doesn't happen on Sundays, so unfortunately I have to skip it for today. Place du Tertre is where you find the real artists at work. Of course you can find your favorite artist and make a portrait or just find a nice painting. During summer the artists are kind of a fight with the local restaurants here, because the restaurants want to expand the chairs, the tables, to create more space for people to sit down and have a drink. But of course you're not coming here really to sit down, no, you're coming here for the artists, so of course more space for them, the better it would be. The Sacre Coeur is of course the famous thing to visit in Montmartre. You can see it from many places over Paris because there's a big hill over there, but the queue just to get into the church area, which is free to visit. It's just too long for me, and I'm not going to do that. I've seen many churches in Europe anyway. However, on the other hand, if you turn around, the views from here are fabulous. So only for that it's already worth the walk up. Some other things you can still visit in Montmartre is, for example, the famous Moulin Rouge theatre. All in all, Montmartre is a great area to spend the day, and if you want to do this walk yourself, you can find a map with the different locations in the description below.